Hi, this is Kirsten Bullock with Growing Your Donors. Thanks for joining me for this part 4 of the 4-part series, Growing Your Audience and Building Your List. And today, in addition to sharing a little bit more about being relevant, I'm also going to share about an opportunity that I have over July and August to go more in depth into these ideas, more in depth into these concepts and learn more. You'll be able to learn how I was able to triple my list size since January and build a larger audience. I'm going to be sharing all of the forms and formats and information, the schedules, time frames, everything to help you do this as quickly as possible. So let's talk about being relevant first. And did you know that we see over 5,000 marketing messages every single day? And I think that may be up to 7,500 or more because it's been a long time since I looked up that number. But over 5,000 messages each day. And we need to stand out some way. We need to be able to grab people's attention. And the best way to do that is by providing information that they're looking for and being relevant to what people want to know. In a cause, and with a nonprofit organization, this could be detailed background information about what issues are important. It could be statistics about the neighborhood that you're operating in. Whatever it is, find out what's most important to them and share that information in a way that's easy for them to digest. A couple things to keep in mind: keep it short. Our attention span is much, much shorter than it used to be. And also make it appropriate to the medium. Tweets, 140 characters or less. It has to be very short, very compact, and almost a teaser to click through and see what it is that we're talking about and what the comment is. There are ways to extend the length of that, but I really don't advise it. Most people can't see it in their screen. Really keeping to the 140 characters or less is best. Of course, journals are still going to be more in-depth, more information, so just make it appropriate to the medium and figure out what it is that people are looking for. A bonus tip in Facebook: you really want to use the whole link. People are leery of the link shorteners on Facebook. They're more likely to click through if they can see what the whole link is. Now on Twitter, of course, you have to condense it, but on Facebook, you want to put the whole thing in there because that will increase your click-throughs. Just a little bonus tip. So in the 4-week videos in the webinar series, each webinar will be 1 hour, so there'll be 4 webinars. And the topics that we're going to be covering include content, because we need to know what we're going to be communicating. So we're going to be talking about developing content. That'll include a schedule for what kind of content needs to be developed. What I'll do is share ways to make it as easy as possible to come up with a list of maybe blog headlines for the next 6 months, so that when it comes time to do it, you're not sitting down from scratch trying to figure out, oh my goodness, what are we going to talk about today? So talking about being intentional with that. We're also going to talk about ongoing communication. So the best way to stay in contact with people, the best information to include in an e-newsletter or an e-update, talking about the different communication strategies and how we're going to build a community around your cause. And then the last is really focused specifically on list growth, trying to figure out how do we get in front of more people. Some of you may have participated in the telesummit that I did a few months ago. That was a great way to build a list, and there might be some ways to adapt it to your organization. We'll have Q&A time too on each of those calls to make sure that we're coming up with content that's information that's going to be useful for you and that you can apply right away. So there's a link on the screen, or you can go to my webpage, www.growingyourdonors.com, and click through to learn more about this webinar series. They'll all be recorded, so you can access it even if you can't listen to them live. So I hope this information has been helpful for you, talking about consistency with our communication, authenticity, and being real with the people that we're talking to, communicating about the impact that we're having in the community, and finally providing information that's relevant so that people are likely to click through. So thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a good day.